Hey guys, what's going on? This is Snacks Thoughts. Again, this is Snacks Thoughts. I'm just kind of making a video. I'm on my way, still driving on the road, on my way back to the crib. But I was thinking about in my response to the passport bros and how I guess some of these females have reaction videos, whatever like that, to it. And obviously the passport bros is no secret, especially now. Cat is out of the bag, And I guess you could say the social media, helped to spread it, with these, some of these videos that went viral, and believe it or not, the women helped to spread quite a bit of it by hating on some of these guys, by hating on them, And so when I think about, the passport bros and some of the comments that the females have made, some of the negative comments or stereotypes are that Western men or men that are traveling with their passports to go overseas to have relationships with foreign women or looking for marriage. Some say that, hey, well, a lot of them say, they're going to use you. They see you as a meal ticket. You have to take care, I guess, their whole family, and you're going to have to pay for everything. And many of you guys are 50-50, and, it's a lot of the broke guys that don't make six figures or above, whatever, $100,000 or whatever. You guys only make 40 or 50,000. And I thought about it, and I've done quite a bit of traveling. Obviously a lot of mine came from being in the military, but even post-military, I've even traveled to several different countries. And you can't be broke and travel, even domestically, but especially internationally. You can't be broke. There's a cost for everything. Obviously, the passport may only cost maybe $100 or something, $200, but international flights, they cost money. You're talking about at least a couple of G's, and then it depends on which class level you fly. My choice, I prefer business, business class, or first, because it's more comfortable, for me, especially for long international flights. But even if you fly coach, coach or I forgot, I think it's maybe preferred economy or whatever like that, those tickets cost money. The cost of Airbnbs and, hotels, cost money. There's the cost, for food. Then when you go international, you have to have medical coverage, so that costs money. When I went to Brazil, I think my medical cost me something like, at least almost about $500. It ran something like about $500 a month, close to it, But when you add up all of these fees, and then you have your costs, whatever, for food and, whatever, souvenirs, and then just whatever you're spending money, for whatever you're going to do on that economy, that stuff, that's going to cost you, in many cases, you're going to be spending at least four figures, and I'm talking about it's going to be way over $1,000 easily. Yeah, but when you throw your plane ticket in alone, what I'm saying, you're talking about several $1,000s, and it depends what you're spending. It could be anywhere from several thousands to up to, five figures, depending how you choose to rock out, what you choose to do. So, guys that are doing international travel and the so-called passport bros are far from broke and dusty. And there's maybe a few exceptional cases where there's a small hint of guys that maybe do foolish things, and maybe they ran out of money. But for the most part, 90-something% of these guys, they have their paper straight, Now, I in favor, my stance, I stand with the with the guys that are expatriates and I guess the passport bros. Not that I don't agree necessarily with everything, but for the ladies, that have been hating on these guys, the passport has just basically, and with the advent of the internet and social media, it's just basically given men more options, and for females in the West that have a problem with it, or in particular the United States, you ladies have your choice here. What difference is it going to matter if these guys decide to get their passport and relocate? If they're 40 or 50 grand makes them more valuable in another country, or their money goes further, to me, I call that sound arithmetic or good economics. That's common sense. Why shouldn't they go to countries where their money goes further, and also where they have the opportunity to date, or marry, or even if they choose to, to trick, hey, that's their business, and this is just my opinion. I believe that some of the women that are hating is because they're concerned about where the man's resources are going, and you ladies, you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you say you don't want these guys and you really don't care about them, then you have millions of guys that are still here in the United States that you could pick from, or that meet your standards. So why does it matter? If these so-called passport bros leave the country for dating, or if they leave the country for good, what would it matter? But there's always a price for everything, and I'm going to say it. Some women in this country that maybe y'all stayed in the game a little bit too long, or y'all maybe have made an assumption or a judgment that things would never change, and that things would always be the same, you would always have it your way. Well, that passport and social media has been a game changer. I call the passport Western women's kryptonite, because it changed the game, and it changed the dating and marriage market and the sexual market as a whole, because it introduced for men more options that they could shop and look around for, and also it brought in more competition. So now those men that are able to travel and leave the country, and some just permanently expatriate and leave, they can, and they're exploring their options. And it's too late. If you call some of these women poor, dirty foot, that's not true. There are rich people, upper middle class, etc., and poor people to included, everywhere on this planet, in every country they have. Every country. And I know from experience, I've spent 15 years abroad, living abroad in the military, and I also have traveled to 22, 23 different countries. So, I've dealt with, dated, whatever like that, firsthand. So that right there is an incorrect assessment. But I believe that some women in the United States, they didn't foresee this monkey, I guess you could say the passport was combined with social media, through a monkey wrench, in the plans, of, you could say, westernized women, and especially American women, because it changed the pieces on the chessboard. It changed the landscaping. And so now, these guys have the option to go out, and they've been able to see for themselves that, hey, wait a minute, I can find women that suit more of my personal preference. And there's nothing wrong with these men doing that. Some of these ladies, on social media, or they've mentioned that they want 6 feet, 6 figures, and whatever, 6 that, some want as much as 9 or more than 9 inches. But just like you ladies have your preferences, so do men. So, it is what it is. That passport is a game changer, and the passport bros, it's not going to stop. This thing has just gotten started. So, some women that say, oh, hey, I'm not changing whatever for these dusty bro guys, or for they bums anyway. Hey, that is your prerogative. Like I said, there's you got plenty of guys, saying from here with which you can pick from or choose. But let me give you ladies, fair warning. As this thing begins to spread, and as more men get wind of it, they're going to become aware of their options. So it's like, you ladies, maybe you can't be so choosy, or you just can't act and treat men any old kind of way, because now men are not just a dime a dozen anymore. This passport game is changed the landscaping, because these women, want these guys. Like you have your pick, well, so do those foreign women over there. They have their pick too, and some of them, they like these passport bros. So hey, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But that's all I have, on this one. But some of you ladies, you guys have to. Some of y'all gonna have to learn the hard way. I'm gonna have to say it like that. Some of you guys got to learn the hard way. You can't treat men any old kind of way and disrespect them and take them for granted, and basically play with their feelings and their wallets. You know what I'm saying? And play or tease. It doesn't work that way. But hey, I'm not hating on anybody. You know what I'm saying? But you ladies, actually, you help to spread it. By throwing salt on it, you actually you added more wood, to the fire. So you can't blame the passport bros. You were the part of the problem. You were the reason that helped, to promote it and get it out without realizing it. But oh well, such is life, But that's my thoughts on this one. Name of this podcast is Snacks Thoughts. That's SNAKZTHOUGHTS. And you can find this podcast on Spreaker, Spotify, Acast, Radio, PBM, SoundCloud, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and a host of other social media platforms. I also have a YouTube channel, Eric Brothers YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube. EricBroadersYouTube.com. So please, push them out. Snack Thoughts and Eric Brothers YouTube, and share them. Push them out and leave a comment and dialogue. If you like it, hey, hit the like button. If you don't like it, hit the unlike button. Smash that bell to become a subscriber and join the podcast. All right, that's all I have on this one. But something to think about. Saying that passport bros, that thing is gotten on autopilot, and it's not going to stop. Peace out.